Hi, Chelsea. Hi, Ellen. You're the first two to join. It looks like I've got three people on at the moment, but yours are the only names I can see right now. And I'm just looking up in this tree because I'm delighted to see that the main reason why we came was to see the orchids, and they are in bloom. So that's fabulous. We should see lots of them as we walk around today. Let me show you this. This is a big clump of orchids. These ones aren't in flower just yet. They're just sort of growing on the side of this tree. And over here we've got this incredible, look at this staghorn fern. Absolutely amazing. That's the one on the left. And then there's, I don't know what those ones are called over there on the right. Just beautiful, aren't they? Hi, Cheryl. And I was just explaining to the other two ladies, the reason we are looking up into the trees is because there'll be others. There'll be others down lower to the ground. But up here we've got these rock orchids actually flowering up there in the trees. Just beautiful. What I want to see if we can zoom in on here, these are quite incredible. These are actually bees. They're native bees. Hi Bronwyn, hi Joanne. Let's see if we can zoom in on them. They look like tiny little ants. Flies, but they're native bees. And they harvest and harvest pollen and make honey, just like regular honeybees that we're used to. And as the sign says, they don't sting. I just noticed this tiny, tiny, tiny little lizard, but he's too quick for me. Yeah, sorry about the noise. We will move away from the noise. We're right next to a busy main road. Let's just enjoy looking at the forest. Today we're going to take it quite slow. We're just going to be a little gentle stroll through the forest. Hi, Judy. This is our Sydney red gum. We'll see a few more of those as we walk along the trail. Beautiful tree. This is a tree hugger's tree. If you're into tree hugging, this is a definite contender for a tree hugger's tree. Hi, Una. Thanks for returning today. I saw you this morning. Here's another lovely Sydney red gum. Let's use this as our backdrop. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Paula. Good morning, good afternoon. It's about, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, local time. Thanks to everybody who's joined. Hi, Paula. Hi, Susan. For anyone who hasn't met me before, my name's Lynn, and we're meeting in the suburb of DY, which is just to the north of Sydney on Sydney's northern beaches. Hi, Maureen. And this tour is really just a slow-paced, gentle, peaceful, tranquil when we get away from the traffic noise. Doesn't sound like it's peaceful and tranquil at the moment, does it? The aim is really just to wind down, take it down a notch, and really just enjoy the forest and the plants. Hopefully we'll see some birds and lizards and really just enjoy the scenery around us. I doubt we'll see cockatiels, but we might see bush turkeys. All right. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Alicia. And who did I miss? I think I said hello to Maureen, but perhaps not Elizabeth. Good afternoon, everybody. Before we begin, I would just like to acknowledge that we are meeting today on the traditional lands of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation and pay respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Okay, so let's turn this camera around. I've had enough of looking at me. What we may hear, Bronwyn, we may hear rainbow lorikeets. If we're lucky, we might see some. Hi, Sky. Hi, Christina. And I just want to show you these teeny tiny, gorgeous little orchids before we start walking around the track. Look at these. These are beautiful. Teeny tiny little things. I'll try and get under that one. I don't know if you can see. Very pretty. Oh, excellent. Perfect. Thank you, Cheryl. Well, you'll be used to orchids if you've been living in Hawaii. This is a beautiful elkhorn. Just gorgeous. Some of them can be quite annoying, Bronwyn. The cockatoos have taken readily to domestication, as it were. So they live quite happily with us as neighbours, and they can chew the timbers of your house and be quite a nuisance and a pest. Hi, Robert. Okay, I'm just going to look up into this, trying to get the exposure right. It's having trouble with the competing light up there. Okay, that's not going to work. Sorry, guys. That was a beautiful fern just growing up there in the crook of the tree hollow. This park is, or it's a regional botanical garden. The Stony Range Regional Botanical Garden started as a flora reserve back in probably around about the 70s was when it really took off, but it was being planted and cared for long before that. It started life as a quarry. It was quite ugly. It had weeds growing through it, and then a local man took it under its wing and took great care of it. The reason I'm stopped at this point is because we're next to this amazing cabbage tree fern, and I just want to pan the camera up so you can actually see what it looks like. Not fern, palm. And the reason the cabbage tree palm is significant is that these amazing leaves were used for making hats in the early days of colonisation. The cabbage tree hat is actually quite well known in even early literature and documentation from the colony. And if anyone knows the author, Marcus Clarke, who wrote For the Term of His Natural Life, here's a picture of Marcus Clarke wearing the cabbage tree hat. I want to show you just this beautiful, beautiful red gum, Sydney red gum, Angophora. Hi, Michelle. Okay, I've got a lady following me, so I'll get out of her way. This is a noisy miner at the bird bath here. Off he goes. So this one here, another beautiful eucalyptus tree. I think it's a blue gum. You can distinctly see the difference in colour between this one on the left and that one there on the right, which is a Sydney red gum. So we have the two distinct colours. And I'll give you some idea. We'll pan slowly upwards so that you can see where it is at the top of the forest. So there we go. That's the blue gum. We're looking up, looking up. Hang on, I've got my battery pack connected by a cord. That's better. There we go. All the way up to the top there. So that's beautiful blue gum. Coming back down. Did I say hi, Michelle? Hi, Nellie. It's distinctly blue. There's another one over here on my right. I'm just trying to get a good shot of it. Quite an amazing colour, the trunk of that tree. Here we go. Really stands out against the surrounding trees. Hi, Mum. Hi, Mum and Dad. Here's another one of these cabbage tree palms. Now, what I didn't show you, I showed you the photo of Marcus Clark wearing a cabbage tree hat. Let's have a look at the actual hat. So this is what the cabbage tree hat looked like, made out of these fronds of the cabbage tree palm. Spectacular plant we have here. And those are lorikeets that we can hear in the background. This is beautiful. And there's a bee. No, the bee's taken off. Such a delicate little flower. I'm pretty sure this is Hakia. I think the common term is the dagger Hakia, and the reason it's called that is because the seed pod, there's one just tucked in behind there. It has a really pointy end on it. I can't just get quite down low enough. We might see another one. Oh, there's a couple. Has a very pointy end on it and gets compared to a dagger. I'm not really sure. I don't see the resemblance, but there you go. The hat, Cheryl, is that what you're referring to? Yeah, it's a lot finer, isn't it? I expected it to be a bit rougher than that. So these are grass trees or kangaroo tails. And I want to show you the flower spike. There it goes. There it goes. Up there. And so I'm going to move back a bit. It's quite an interesting, if you're taking postcards, let me just not fall backwards into this watercourse here. So we've got the Sydney red gum with the kangaroo tail or grass tree in front of it. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining. And here's our first clump of rock orchids beside the path. This is a yellow one. It appears to come in two main colours, the soft cream and this yellow. Hasn't quite opened fully yet, so we're possibly a few days or a week or something early to see them in all their beautiful glory, but there's still a stunning, stunning flower. And this national park is famous. This is what it's known for, the rock orchid. All right, which way shall we go? Shall we take the Cascade Walk or the Sensory Loop Walk? I'm not sure. I think we'll go left. Let's go this way. Paula, what did you say? Yes, unless there are any weeds in here, Paula, that have not been managed through weed management, all the plants in here are native Australian plants. What I want to show you here, this is a scrub turkey or bush turkey nest. So what it does is it scratches this big pile of underleaf, leaf and organic matter together into this great big pile, and that's where it nests. I saw one in the car park just as I pulled up. It just walked past me, strolled out the front gate. Where he was going, I do not know. But off he went. As we walk through the park, we get instructions to really use all your senses. So here we can that you're invited to crush the leaves. This one I know is a peppermint bush. So it actually, you can really smell the peppermint. It's one thing we're missing now, isn't it? Smell-o-vision. And then we get more little instructions of encouragement over here. Feel the trunk. Feel a leaf. Hi, Katie. Hi, Mark. Who else has joined? Hi, Edith. Tracy. And here again we have the Sydney red gum. Now these trails are interesting. Do you see those trails there? I'm going to talk about those in a moment. I was going to add a second image to the chat, but I'm not sure about the usage rights, so I decided against it. But there's a particular creature that makes those trails, and we'll talk about it in a moment. Firstly, though, look at this beautiful little flower. And I don't know what this one is called. It has a little sticker on the plant. Whose eggs are these? No? Can anyone see any eggs? There's some really interesting ferns down here that are red in colour. Now let's keep walking. So the 3 acres of the national park are divided into zones. We have rainforest. We have the sandstone ridge and heath. I'm just listening for birds at the moment. And here we say it says the Rock Lily Orchid Walk. That sounds promising. Let's go that way. More steps. Thanks for the follow, Edith. I can see we've got bird's nest ferns over here. They're pretty spectacular. They just sort of grow over the top of that rock. Who joined? Hi, Jessica. Hi, Tricia. And thanks for the follow, Katie. If you love plants and gardens, I'm planning to do plenty more of them over the next few weeks. Here we go. Here's some beautiful rock orchids. Look here. This is the cream one. I'll just zoom in on it. I don't like leaving the path. And you can see that one's actually opening out. The buds have opened up. Sitting right underneath the wattle here. Look at this beautiful wattle. The wattle, of course, is Australia's national flower. And it's said that on any given day, somewhere in Australia, a wattle somewhere will be in bloom, which probably explains why it's the national flower. Here's a lovely clump of rock orchids. Okay, moving along, I'm just going to zoom out again before we turn the camera because it gets a bit jumpy if I don't. This is a rather impressive display of rock orchids underneath a cabbage tree palm. There's a few more over here I just noticed. This is a nice clump of fully open rock orchids. Do you know what? I took a photo at my mother's house, my mother's place, just before I headed out, just in case I needed to show you what they look like, in case these hadn't opened up. And I'm happy to say I didn't need to. I can still show you later, but that's fine. This is native ginger. Now, I don't know if you can be used in cooking in the same way as regular ginger, You see those blue berries on top? That's what identifies it. And this here, wonder if you can guess what it's called. What does that look like to you? That's a really good question, Cheryl, and I'm not even sure myself. I'll see if I can find a photo of it before we leave the reserve. Okay, so it's called a spider flower. Yeah, I guess it does look a bit like yarn. It's a type of grevillea, commonly known as a spider flower. Maybe that shows it better. Do you see the legs? Hi, Deborah. All right, this one here is quite lovely. Look at this. Hi, Mary Lou. Welcome back again. Give it a week or so. This is just going to look incredible. Let's keep walking. And here's the red spider flower. Oh, thank you. Hi, Lily. Hi, Karen. So yes, the botanical name for this group is grevillea. And then in behind it, where's a good one? Here we go. I'm actually not sure what this is called. I think it might be a wax flower, but I'm not 100% certain. Here's another one of those grevilleas. I'm not familiar with fireweed, Sandy. I thought I heard a bird. Keeping an eye out in case we spot something. I can tell you now that domestic gardeners aren't huge fans of bush turkeys. Ah, here he is. We found him. And this is why. Hi, Christine. Hi, Robert. I wonder if this guy's going to let me get past him. So this is why Northern Beaches gardeners aren't huge fans of bush turkeys. Doesn't look real bothered, does he? His feet are like rakes. Yeah, that's right. So there we go. There's our first wildlife encounter on this tour. Just redecorating. Exactly. He's doing a bit of gardening. I don't know. He's not that shy. Let me get fairly close. Okay, so this area here is called the primitive area. And somewhere in here, I know there's a Wollemi pine. I'm just looking for it. You can see the really weird and twisted shapes of some of the pines in here. And while I think that might be the Wollemi over there. Let's have a look. You see how different it is to the There would be a cycad, I think, to the right of it. And, or is that a bunya pine? All very ancient. The Wallamite pine was only recently discovered in a remote valley in the Blue Mountains in the last probably 10, 15 years. And then when we look up here, you can just see the really sort of tortured and twisted shapes of these pine trees. And next to it, there's another clump of rock orchids ready to come out. Yeah, you're probably right. He's camera shy. Hi, Alex. And thanks for the follow, Christina. And Cheryl, thank you. Look at this. This one's pretty. Oh, it's not focusing. Hang on. Oh, there we go. That looks like it's in focus. Oh, it's struggling. And that's the name of it there. It says it's a cultivar. All right. This is where if I had a photographer buddy, a camera buddy, I could have him hold the camera and I'd stand behind the photo frame, maybe. Or you could just have a photo of the rock orchids in behind. Sorry about the tilt on the camera. I'm not sure what's going on there. All right, let's go up to, this is the Upper Cascade Walk. I'm actually able to get quite close to the individual flowers at this point here, just by getting in nice and close here. So that's the open. I'm trying to see if there's one I can actually look up through the centre of the flower. Where is it? That one there, maybe. They're very pretty, very lovely. And that to me looks like a lily pilly. There's one little red fruit on that bush there, which looks to me like a lily pilly. A native fruit. You can make jam with it. There we go. Let's see if we can get up to... That's a kind of fig, just growing in amongst the rocks here. No, Cheryl, they don't really. Here, look at this one. Rock orchid, yeah, Sandy, that's right. Sydney rock orchid or Sydney rock lily. They're known by both names. I really like that, growing in amongst the rocks there. Let's see, I can get quite close to this one. I'll have a sniff. No, I can't smell anything. There's a postcard for you, Sandy. And there's something that's been placed there. I wonder if that's a... does anyone do geocaching? I wonder if that's a geocache. Or some sort of trail, hidden treasure trail of some sort. I just spotted something out on this rock here. There's like a Buddha out on this rock. How close can I get to that? Let's see if I can get to it. Some more of these spider flowers in different colours. We've got a sort of a crimson pink one here. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Sarah. and then a pale pink one. This part of the track was closed the last time I came here because there was a fallen tree and we couldn't get to it. Now, this one's called a native fuchsia. All right, Sandstone Lookout. Let's see where this goes. So this is the first time I've been up in this part of the... Yeah, there's a tree that caused all the problems last time I was here. Let's see where this goes. No, I can't see anything up here. We're going on an adventure. This must be where the Buddha is. Now, I literally just saw it. Now I can't find it. I don't think I'm off the track. All right, stick with me, guys. We're going to try heading over this way. I can hear water running. That's promising. Oh, the fuchsia? Yeah, I'll go back and see it because I'm not sure if I'll see another one on the trail. Sorry, I missed your message. I was watching where I put my feet. That's okay. We can go this way too. Hi, Jill. No snakes. No. I think it's still a bit cold for them. There probably are snakes in here. Pretty sure they are mainly nocturnal, though, to be honest. I don't think you see them around a lot during the day. This is the native fuchsia that you asked me to come back and have a look at. So we've got one on this side. I'll try and find a cluster of flowers for you. There we go, Sandy. And over this side, there's a few more in a bit of a cluster. There we go. That one there. It's got a real spiky, where can I put this battery that I'm holding? Real spiky little leaf. Hi, Fliss. How are you? All right, let's go this way. We're trying to find something that I spotted in the distance and now can't find a way to get to it. So while we do that, let's get up close and personal with some of these interesting flowers. Yeah, there was a Buddha out on the end of a rock round about this area here, but can't find it. I can't find a way to get to it. Don't know what it was doing there. And it doesn't matter. I hear water. Aha. So this part of the reserve is known as the Federation Falls, the Federation Cascades. Yeah, I'm well. Thanks, Liz. Hi, Kamuji. Hi, Francie. And that flows through the reserve, right down to the pond that we were at earlier, and we'll circle back down to. Hi, CH. I just heard a bird taking off. I was wondering if it was something we could spot, but doesn't appear to be. All right. The sign pointed up this way, so we'll follow it. So this is the very top of the reserve here. And once upon a time, this was a quarry. And then it got overrun with weeds like lantana and privet. And a local fellow whose name escapes me took the project under his wing and gave it a great deal of care, planted out lots of different varieties of plants, and returned a lot of the local species endemic to the area. And now we have this wonderful space. Fliss, we're in DY. Here's another wattle. I think it's a wattle. Well, it may not be. I'm not actually sure now what this is. Yes, I know that in some parts of the world, lantana is considered an attractive garden plant. But in Australia, it naturalises just too well and takes over in areas. I don't think we'll go that way. I think we'll keep heading down. It naturalises and takes over the local vegetation and strangles it out. So it's considered a bit of a menace. Here we go, look at that. That's really pretty. I have no idea what this plant is. The flowers are just so gorgeous and delicate. So pretty. If only they knew. If only they knew about lots of things. I mean, we have animals that shouldn't be here. Things like foxes, goats, rabbits, of course. This is so pretty walking through here. And probably one of the most notorious introduced species is a thing called the cane toad. There's actually a school here. I think you might be hearing kids. We're right next to a school, and I think it must be lunchtime. Right, this is telling me that it's the flannel flower walk, so let's hope there's some flannel flowers out, because they are just lovely. The cane toad was introduced to Australia to supposedly keep in check a beetle that was having an impact on the sugarcane crops. Of course, the cane toad ate everything but the beetle and is now an absolute menace. Oh, I haven't seen any. Oh, there's a flannel flower plant, but no flowers yet. That's what the plant looks like. This little one here. So we're not very smart as humans, are we? We think it's a good idea at the time. It usually doesn't work out that way. Oh, big step. Now, last time I was here, there was a another bush turkey around about this part of the track as well. So we'll keep an eye out. Here's another grass tree, really tiny little one, but it's got this, looks like last year's flower stalk. As you can see, they just shoot up, they get quite big. The Indigenous Australians actually did use many parts of the plant. It's a very strong, robust stalk. Apparently they were used as the spears, which they would then attach stone to. These are the flannel flowers, no flowers. That's sad. They're so gorgeous. I'll show you what they look like. And the reason they're called a flannel flower is because when you touch the petal, they literally feel like soft flannel. They're just a beautiful, beautiful flower. Here's some more of these grass trees. Cheryl, did I miss that you're in Australia, are you? You're an Australian? So I'm on a very different part of the trail than I was last time. So we're not sure what to expect as we turn the corners on the trail. So it says on this sign here that this area was regenerated by a controlled fire in April 1990, and plants such as pea flowers, flannel flowers, pink wax flowers and the Christmas bush germinate more readily after burning. Many of the Australian plants rely on fire to regenerate. It looks like their buds might be ready to open, but there's nothing really worth looking at just at the moment. Now, I was going to come back and talk to you about those trails on the Sydney red gum bark. So let me see if I could find another example of that and why I wanted to tell you about it. Has that one got trails on it? Looks like yes. Okay. So here we go. Do you see these trails up the side of the trunk here? Okay, so the creature that makes those trails looks like this. And I know what my first reaction was when I saw that photo. So I'm imagining what you might be thinking when you see that. It's a triangle slug. They're nocturnal. And Sydney red gum, yeah, Fliss, absolutely. One of my favourites for sure. So that is the red triangle slug. And it feeds on algae. I even read somewhere earlier today that they do particularly well if invited on bathroom mould. So there you go, everyone. You never thought you'd welcome a slug into your bathroom, but there's a reason. Oh, the scribbly gum's a different one again. That one we were just looking at was a Sydney red gum. I haven't seen a scribbly gum here yet, but I'm pretty sure there are some. There's some more rock orchids. Let's zoom in on that. Scribbly gums are beautiful as well. I'm so pleased to see so many rock orchids. So I had my fingers crossed. You're not ready for a slug in your bathroom, Cheryl? Yeah, no, neither am I, to be fair. As much as I dislike the mould, I'm not sure I'd be a fan of sharing my bathroom with a red triangle slug. So here we are in the rainforest part of the reserve. We've literally walked, 20 metres and come out into this beautiful part full of rainforest plants. I'm going to head this way for a little way because I'm not sure how much of the trail I've actually missed. We can turn around and come back again. Hi, Deb. The reason I want to come back this way is that there's actually an interactive It's a display for children with bird calls. I want to see if I can find that. I'm not going to waste too much time trying to find, but I think I'm pretty close to it. Look at this stunning staghorn. Look at that. How impressive is that? And here's another one of these trees with the trails. So this time it's a blue gum. Two of them, in fact. Hi, Rasa. Hi, Roshni. You can distinctly see the trails on the bark. And this is actually where I first learned of that fact, was just from this little sign here. And you can clearly see the trails. The scribbly gum is a beetle under the bark, doing a similar thing. It's not harming the tree at all, but it's the only tree that particular caterpillar, moth or something, I think it is. Anyway, it's whatever it is, it's the only tree that it lives on. So if we didn't have scribbly gum trees, we wouldn't have that particular moth. Can I see under there? You're welcome, Sandy. I try. I know I don't always. All right, let's have a look at this thing. What would you like to hear? Would you like to hear a kookaburra? I don't know how you work out which bird is which on this thing. Let's see. Oh, let's have a guess that that's 1, 2, 3. We'll try number 3. Whoop.
Please turn me till the message plays.
Guess this Australian native bird.
That's not a kookaburra.
Magpie.
All right. If that was 3, I don't know. I don't know what number a kookaburra is, but let's go. Let's try a couple of them.
Please turn me till the message plays.
Name this Australian native bird.
I think that's a butcherbird.
Peewee, also known as the magpie lark.
Oh, there we go. I was wrong. One more. We're not going to do all 8 of them.
Please turn me till the message plays.
And you guess this native Australian bird.
I think you're right, Fliss. I think that's a galah.
Pink and grey galah.
Well done. All right. So that's kind of cute for the kids, isn't it? Well, I don't know about you, but I feel all hot and sweaty after that walk. And it's my second big walk today after the beach this morning. So we're going to slowly make our way back down towards the lower level. I want to show you this though. Look at this. This is a really interesting, I think they call them epiphytes, where they attach themselves to the tree like this. And if I recall correctly, that gets a really, really interesting long, thin flower, but it's obviously not in flower at the moment. 3 might be the kookaburra. I think I did 3. You want one more? We'll try. All right. Let's try. We did 3, so I'll do 2.
Please turn me till the message plays.
Can you guess this Australian native bird?
Yep, number 2 it is.
Laughing Kookaburra.
We got our kookaburra after all. And this is also a quiet place for, it's called Jim's place. And Jim was one of the longest serving gardeners, volunteers in the reserve. So that's quite lovely as well. And I just love the underside of this. I think this is the spore. Oh, it's turning funny. There we go. I think that's the spore. How new little baby staghorns are made. There's a few noisy miners up there hassling something or other. And that's a rainbow lorikeet I just heard. So back along the rainforest path, back towards... well, in as much as they take their nutrients mainly from the air. So yes, I guess they are. So it would be the rain and the air. I don't think they're parasitic. So I don't think they're feeding on the tree at all. Saw a really interesting program the other day on Australian television about the strangler fig, and that's a real parasite. So we've got a little bird bath here, some young, looks like it's almost like a nursery area for these staghorns or elkhorns. They start off with that sort of round plate thing. Hi Louise, thanks for joining. I've actually gone over time. You're lucky to catch me. I can hear another bush turkey. Now where is it? Oh, there it is, up there. Okay. Do you see that movement up there through the bush? That's another bush turkey up there. I'm going to see if we can get closer to him. Go up here. All right, we've got a currawong and a noisy miner, all having a bit of a hassle over there. Where are you? I feel like I'm getting close. This is an interesting little area. I think it's like a little children's area. Story time, perhaps. Oh, I'm zoomed in. Oh, gosh. Sorry about that, guys. That's a bit disconcerting, isn't it? Okay. He's just behind that tree. Let's see if I can get closer. They're busy gardeners, aren't they? How about around here? Let's try around here. I think it's aware that I'm here. Yeah, he's doing a bit of a runner now. All right, he's not going to let me get any closer. I don't know if there's a way out down this way since I haven't been into this part of the reserve before, but let's see how we go. Oh, yes. Here's a path down. Hi, Cass. All right, I've gone well over time. I'm just going to make my way down to the lower level and we'll call it a day down there. But in the meantime, we're looking for, what was it? Fliss, we were looking for a scribbly gum. I'm also looking for a Davidson plum. So these are to tick off the missed species before we finish up. And there was one more. Oh, the flame tree. We're looking for a flame tree as well. Look at this. Look where we are right here. Tree ferns, bird's nest ferns. That's a colossal bird's nest fern. Look at the size of the thing. Okay. So down this way, make our way back to the main path. I'm pretty sure there's a Davidson plum somewhere around here. It's hard to find them in amongst all the others. Doesn't matter if we don't find it. All right, here we go. Let's just enjoy the path out. I'll keep looking for the Davidson plum. Ah, found it. Found it. All right, this here, this thing that looks like a stalk, a stick. There we go. I knew there was one around here somewhere because it's right about here that my camera cut out the last time I did this tour. Okay. It's a native fruit. That's the top of the tree there. And what makes it unusual is first of all, the flowers and the fruit are produced on the trunk. So incredibly unusual tree. And I'm just going to finish up by looking up at this Sydney red gum. Yes, Cheryl, it is edible. The sad thing in my mind about Australian bush tucker, which is how it's known, is that it isn't produced on a bigger scale. So we don't make use of our local foods. We've brought in exotic species and farmed those without really maximising the potential of our own local species, which is a bit of a shame, I think. So they're becoming more and more aware of those species now and utilising them more in restaurants and in boutique foods. Yeah, you're seeing more of it now, Fliss. It is becoming more popular, but I think there's still a lot more potential that could be tapped. All right, look, I'm going to finish up here. We've gone way, way, way over time. Judy, I'm so sorry you joined when you did. We're actually just about to finish. So on that, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you my red hot face. Here we go. I'm all hot and perspiring after that walk. And thank you so much for your positive feedback. As I say every time, and I mean it, I'm always grateful for your company on my walks and grateful to have you here. Thanks, Sandy. Let me see. Mahala Nui. Is that how you say it? Mahala Nui. Thanks, Francis. All right. Thank you all once again. And I'm sorry I went so long. Gee, that was way longer than I intended to. Let's have one last shot of the park before we go. Yeah, see you all on another tour. And thank you, everybody. You're very welcome. Okay. Bye, everyone.